it's Katie from Duckinyellow.com, and today we are discussing how to dye polyester with synthetic dye. And to help us, here's my friend Kyle. Yaysies! So Kyle, why are we dressed funny today?
Well, for Halloween, I decided to assume the role of a Fallout Vault Dweller. For those that don't know, Fallout's a video game, and the Vault Dwellers are sort of the main cast of characters. Part of the distinct uniform of a Vault Dweller are these blue coveralls. So, I got coveralls, but these are khaki. So, the objective for the evening is to make them blue. So,
and how will we accomplish that?
Well, we have acquired synthetic dye.
Yay!
So I have here some Rit Dyemore in sapphire blue, and I'm hoping this achieves the result I want. And you have a more pink color.
I have super pink.
Why do you have pink?
Well, for my Halloween costume, I'm going to make Glinda the Good Witch. So I found this awesome vintage, I guess, wedding dress for under $1, and we're gonna see what we can do.
Cool. And we need to do this because this outfit is about 50-50 poly cotton blend, and we don't really...
Mystery fabric.
Yeah. So we're going to experiment with synthetic dyes this evening, and hopefully it turns out great. I'm sure it will. I'm feeling confident. You feeling?
Woohoo.
Cool. Let's do it.
Boom. So here we have our flight suit, which is our poly cotton blend. We've prepared our area just in case we get any dye. We've laid down stuff that we don't care about, so it'll be okay. We are preparing our water. We've got our temperature here because the recommended dyeing temperature is between 180 and boiling, so we're just boiling it on up. We're going to prepare the flight suit by washing it off first and then also getting it completely wet. You want your items to be wet so that when they are put in the dye can absorb evenly all throughout the garment. So we're going to get it wet and we're going to stick it in. So I am just wetting the entire garment, and you just want to check and make sure there's no like dry spots anywhere.
What we're going to do first is we want to make sure that we have enough water in the pot. This is a 16-quart pot. So it's probably got about 2.5 gallons in there now. So we're going to stick this in. This water is already at temperature. So I've got tongs to, once we dip it in and see if it moves around freely, we can take this and put it in another pot just so we don't like carry hot garments around the house. Once we figure out if we have enough water, then we'll actually start applying the dye and then testing the colors. So let's go ahead and stick it in. Let's watch. Okay. So we obviously don't want to overflow the dye because we're trying not to make a mess. So we have extra water. I'm just going to add it until I'm pretty confident that we're not going to make any more of a mess. As I splash all over.
We're making a mess.
Yeah, but there's
But it's okay because it's just water.
Part of the process is stirring this garment for 30 minutes once it's in, so that'll also help it spread all around. I think we're good.
Okay.
I might add a little bit more because I'm not really making much of a mess, but otherwise we're doing
So
okay.
we're going to heat it up some more.
So we've got the new water quantity. We have achieved the proper temperatures once again. The instructions say use 1 bottle for 2 pounds. Earlier we weighed the garment to be about 1.7 pounds. You're also supposed to double the quantity for the more for the more polyester it has. And this is half polyester, so we figure 1 bottle should just about do it, using very exact mathematics. So,
I would have said just dump it in, but he wanted to
I'm
measure
gonna dump
everything.
it in. I'm gonna dump it in.
So we're just gonna go for
That
it.
looks interesting. All right. Well, here goes nothing.
Dun dun dun!
Oh,
Moment of truth.
Soupy. So, since we don't really know how this is gonna work, we have 2 fabrics here. This one is 100% polyester, and this one is 100% cotton. So we're gonna do, and my garment is half and half. So we figure the shades between the 2 should work. So we're gonna take a look. So yeah, there's a little bit of a difference. Here, let's lay it on this plate.
Okay. That's still a really good color.
So I think either way, we're fine. Because that's not awful, and that's also not awful. And we're going to be in between the two.
Yeah.
So I think we go for it.
I think we do too.
All right.
This thing is nice and soupy. It's kind of hot too.
Still. All right. So the first 10 minutes matter most. So.
Oh my gosh. You can hear it sizzling. You want to add more dye, you think?
No, we're good.
Okay.
Actually, I don't mind the color, honestly. Okay. And we did just start too. So look, it's turning bluer.
Oh, it is turning bluer.
Cut that out, I guess. So we are at the 30-minute mark. The coveralls have taken a very, you're probably not going to be able to see this, but they've taken a very nice shade of blue. So I think oh, there's the timer now. 3, 2, 1. Cool.
Cool.
And we actually didn't really make that much of a mess.
So you can see our material has been dyed now, and we're just going to rinse it off. And you just keep rinsing the material until the water runs clear, because right now you can see the water is running blue. So you just keep rinsing it. And it doesn't really matter if you rinse it in hot or cold. Either is fine. I'm going to use cold because hot is hot. So after you've rinsed out your garment, we are actually going to stick it in the washing machine just on a really light cycle without detergent, just so you get out any of the excess dye that you couldn't get out. This works really well, especially for a costume where you're going to be wearing it for a long time. That way you don't get dye on anybody on accident or yourself.
Yeah.
Like, he would look like a really good Smurf, but that's probably not what he was going for. Is that what you were going for? Smurf?
Yeah, sure.
Smurf. We're done!
And we're done! So, yeah. It came out good.
Kyle is now super blue.
I am, and it turned out pretty much the shade that we wanted. I couldn't really ask for anything else. This was with just the 1 bottle of dye and like 3 gallons of water, I guess. So it's interesting to note some of the things it did and sort of did not dye. All the zippers took, which was cool. The Velcro really took. Yeah, so that's really super blue. The zippers didn't really, and there'll be photos that you can see, but they're still sort of the same khaki color. I'm not really sure what they're made of that they didn't take. And the thread kind of didn't take as well, but I like it. So, and we already ran it through the wash, so all the colors stayed. So yeah, this was a success. So, and we actually, since we had a whole vat of blue dye, we dyed something else. So what's the deal with this?
So this was a curtain. It's 100% polyester, and so is all of the thread. And you can see this is the same dye that we put both of these in, and how different they took, because this is a poly blend and this is 100%. So.
But the threading took a bit darker.
Yeah,
which is
the
pretty
threading
cool.
took darker, but you can see it's still not the same color at all, which is just kind of interesting. So always test your materials. We were doing this just as an experiment, but if we'd wanted a darker blue, we probably could have put more dye in it.
Yeah, and this probably could have gone a little bit darker, but I didn't want to break into one of the other bottles. So this will be perfectly sufficient, and we will continue our adventure with this particular outfit. So thanks for joining.